I didn't choose my cat. My cat chose me. If you've ever had a cat suddenly walk into your life, sit next to you like it has always belonged there, and then refuse to leave, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And the moment it happens, something inside you thinks, this is literally me. Here's the part most people laugh off, but I want you to stay with me for a second. Cats choosing their owners is not random. And it's not just cute behavior. From a psychological perspective, what looks like coincidence is actually pattern recognition, nervous system alignment, and emotional safety playing out in real time. I want to pause here and ask you something directly. When your cat first came to you, did it approach slowly, calmly, almost cautiously? Or did it act like it had already decided you were safe? That detail matters more than you think. Cats are extremely sensitive to microsignals. Your breathing rhythm. Your body tension. Your tone of movement. Your emotional consistency. Unlike dogs, cats don't respond to authority or commands first. They respond to regulation. And this is where it gets interesting. In psychology, we know that regulated nervous systems naturally attract other regulated beings. Cats are not drawn to chaos. They are drawn to predictability, calm energy, and emotional boundaries. I've noticed this in my own life. The cats that gravitated toward me were never reacting to what I said. They were responding to how I existed in space. Let me slow this down for you. Cats don't choose people who try to control them. They choose people who don't demand emotional performance. Think about that for a moment. If you're someone who doesn't chase affection, doesn't force interaction, and doesn't overwhelm with energy, cats read that as safety. And safety, to a cat, is everything. This doesn't mean loud or expressive people are bad. It means cats are selecting for a specific emotional environment. Now here's something I want you to really sit with. Many people who feel chosen by cats are also people who grew up learning to read emotional atmospheres early. They learned when to approach, when to stay quiet, when to hold space without intruding. Psychologically, those traits are deeply attractive to animals that rely on intuition over instruction. I want to ask you another question here. When your cat is near you, do you feel like you have to be on? Or do you feel like you can just exist? Because cats choose the second one. Here's what most people don't realize. Cats mirror emotional truth. They don't respond well to masks. If you're performing calm while holding tension inside, they feel it. If you're quiet but emotionally steady, they trust it. This is why some cats avoid people who love cats very loudly. And why they sit next to the one person in the room who isn't trying to be chosen. From a psychological lens, that's not rejection. That's discernment. I want to be very clear here. This isn't about being special or superior. It's about alignment. Cats choose owners who respect autonomy because cats themselves are wired for autonomy. They don't bond through dependence. They bond through mutual non-intrusion. That tells us something powerful about human relationships too. When an animal that survives by reading environments chooses you, it's often because your presence lowers threat. And lowering threat is one of the highest forms of emotional intelligence. I'll say something personal here. The cats that stayed with me the longest were the ones I never tried to keep. I never grabbed. Never chased. Never demanded affection. And in return, they stayed. That pattern is not accidental. In attachment psychology, secure bonds form when both parties feel free. Cats live this principle instinctively. So if a cat has chosen you, it may be reflecting something you don't always give yourself credit for. Your ability to be calm without controlling. Your ability to offer presence without pressure. Your ability to let connection happen naturally. And if you've ever wondered why cats seem to pick you, even when you're not trying, I want you to consider this. Maybe they're responding to the part of you that doesn't need to be loud to be safe. This doesn't mean everyone needs a cat to be whole. And it doesn't mean cats are magical judges of character. It simply means that animals wired for sensitivity respond to emotional honesty. And that's something worth reflecting on. So here's where I want to leave you. If a cat has chosen you, maybe instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, "What part of me feels safe enough to be chosen?" And if this made you think differently about your relationship with animals, or even with people, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. Because sometimes the quietest connections reveal the deepest truths. If you want more psychology-based conversations like this, grounded in real behavior and emotional patterns, make sure to subscribe and stay with us for the next one.